seems to make sense, and we'll just have to play it by ear and see, I don't know, see how it goes. Like, we probably wouldn't add back on the beginner classes at first, you know, like anything where we have 2 classes going on at once. I think we'll just do 1 for now.
Yeah.
Meredith, I posted yoga videos for like my students, and
oh, I saw.
My grandparents saw it, and my grandpa was like, "You're so flexible and limber. How do you do all those things?" And he was like, "Do you practice yoga all the time?" I was like, "Yeah, like I take yoga classes, Grandpa."
That's so cute. Oh, that's adorable.
It was so funny.
Oh, it's late. It's past 7:30. Okay, we got to get started here, people. All right, let's come to the feet. Should we pick something that kind of wakes us up a little? Let's do a little cardio-ish. Okay. So we're gonna come to an easy seat here. Roll the extra flesh away from your sitting bones. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Shrug your shoulders by your ears, bring your shoulder blades onto your back. Take a breath in. Exhale your breath. Once again, deep inhale. And this time breathing in through the nose. Exhale it out through your mouth. One more breath in. Exhale, breathe it out. Blink over the eyes, look over that right shoulder. Sitting up tall, back to center, look over your left shoulder. Getting this nice stretch of the head and neck back to the right. And center and over to the left. And center, bring your chin to your chest. And center, looking up. And center, chin to your chest. And center, looking up. Back to the center, shrug your shoulders. Bring them down and onto your back. 2 more, just like that, warming up the shoulders. Oh, that feels good. Reverse the circle. So a lot of us are kind of working on the computer or slumped over our phones or seated a lot. So good to warm up the back and the shoulders. The next time you shrug your shoulders, bring them down onto your back, release the hands down, fingertips barely graze your mat. Turn the palms up, sweep the arms as you breathe in. Join the palms overhead, press the space away. As you inhale, arms sweep, open across your chest, take the palms together, and then think of pressing the space away. Nice, 1 more like that. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, press the space away. This next time you inhale, we'll take the arms all the way up. And then as you exhale, just take a side bend over to your right. Keep the chest turning up here, sideways long. Lengthening as you reach out. Try and keep that opposite sitting bone grounding down. Breathe into those side ribs. 1 more breath. As you inhale, rise. Take the arms alongside the ears. Exhale, side bend over to your left. Bending into that elbow. Relax the shoulder away from your ear. Ground down through that opposite sitting bone. Lengthen out through the fingertips a little more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, back up and over to the right. Maybe going a little deeper on the second set. Keep that opposite sitting bone grounded. Keep your chest turning up. Breathe. Nice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, up and over to the left. How do I know the rest of you aren't eating donuts? Where's your screens? Reach a little further. Inhale, rise. We're going to move on the breath. Take a twist to your right. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a twist to your left. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, twist. Inhale, the arms all the way up. Exhale as you twist. On this next one, inhale the arms. Exhale, twist your right and hold. Grow a little bit taller here. Exhale, coming into that twist. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale, deepening the twist. 1 more breath. As you inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, twist to your left this time. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale to twist. Pull the belly up and in here, creating space. Twisting into that space you created. 1 more breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release the arms. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, press. This time, inhale, lift up halfway. Wrap the arms here. And then go into some circles. Allow the weight of the head to release. Relax your jaw. And then we'll reverse the circle. So coming in the opposite direction. Big circles. One more like that. And release. Let's come on to hands and knees from here. Make sure you're all lined up. So bring your hips and knees in line. Stack your shoulders over the wrist. Spread the fingers here. Pressing into the finger pads. Rocking forward and back a bit to begin. Just starting to open up through the wrists. Small movement. And then take a little circle here. Keep the fingers spread. Weight pressing into all parts of your hands. And we'll reverse that circle coming counterclockwise. And then we'll release back to the middle from here. Extending the heart, drop the belly. Exhale, curl your tail under round all the way up. Drawing the navel into the spine. And then extending the heart from here. Exhale, curl your tail under round all the way up. Go for 2 more. Let the belly drop, let the heart lift. And then press into the hands as you curl your tail under. 1 more. Nice. From here, we'll find a neutral spine so you're not arching or rounding through the back. Take that right leg straight back behind you. Tuck the toes under, pressing back and forth. Reaching through the heel. On this last one, press back and hold. And then shifting forward, lift the leg. Let's tap it down. Lift it up. Tap it down. Lift it up. If you like from here, extend the left arm alongside your ear. Tap it down. And rising up. And tapping down. And rising up. Nice. 2 more just like that. Moving on your breath, nice and easy. We'll lengthen this last time and hold. And then releasing the hand. Take the foot over the opposite foot. Take a peek over your left shoulder. Press back through the heel. Should feel like a nice stretch with that whole right side. Nice. Release the toes. Bring your knee back down to the floor. Left leg straight back. And rock it back and forth here. Just kind of opening up for the foot. Getting that stretch to the back of the leg. The next time, rock back and hold. Bring your heel all the way through to your sitting bone. And then shift forward just a bit. Lift the leg. We'll tap it down nice and easy. Lift it up without elevating that left hip this time. Tap it down. Lift it up. From here, extending through that right arm, lift and tap. Lift and tap. 2 more. Keep the fingers spread to that left hand. On this final one, reach arm alongside the ear, breathe. And take the hand to the floor. Reach that foot over that opposite foot. Peek over your right shoulder here. Press back through your heel. And release your toes. Take the knee back down to the floor. We'll walk the hands forward from here. Shifting forward just a bit and then rocking back toward your heels. So as you shift forward, lengthening through your belly. Exhale, rock it back, draw your tailbone back. Rounding your spine. Go through that a couple more times. And then the next time you shift forward, we'll take this circle all the way around to the right. So starting to open up through the hips and the shoulders. And then reversing your circle, coming in the opposite direction, take your time. And then the next time that you shift forward, tucking the toes, lift your knees, reach the hips up and back, pedal in place. Bending one knee as you reach and straighten that opposite heel toward your mat, just kind of opening up the backs of the legs. We'll extend the heels toward the mat, lift up through the sitting bone, pressing into the hands, just moving toward the thighs. Shift forward, find your plank. Exhale, thighs draw you back. Shifting forward, shoulders stack over the wrist, lift through the belly, energize the legs. Exhale, thighs draw you back. 1 more like that, reach. From the collarbones, energize the legs. Exhale, thighs draw you back. And from here, walk the hands to the feet. We're gonna come to a forward fold at the back of the mat. Separate the feet, just sitting bone width apart. Bend your knees a lot, chest collapses onto the thighs. Shake your head yes, shake it no. Release any tension through the head, the neck, the shoulders. We'll soften the knees here, hands can come to the thighs. Roll it all the way up to stand, roll your shoulders back and grow tall. Gonna readjust my mat. Nice. Go ahead and stand with the sitting bone with feet sitting bone width apart at the back of your mat. Scooping your belly, draw your navel into your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest, roll it on down. Allow the head to hang, arms to dangle. And then soften the knees and make like you're pressing the floor away as you round back up, stacking one vertebrae on top of another here. Roll your shoulders back, roll top. And then chin to your chest, peel back down like you're peeling away from the wall. Knees are soft. Allow the head to hang, arms to dangle. Soften the knees, press the feet into the floor, stack one vertebrae on top of another here. Roll your shoulders back, roll top. And then chin to your chest, peeling on down. Nice. Make sure you're actively pressing the floor away, but keeping those knees soft. Last time through, chin to your chest. Peel it down. And then as you roll it up, stack one vertebrae on top of another. Keep the knees soft here. We're going to add on from here, chin to your chest. Peel it down. Take the hands all the way down to the floor. From here, walking it all the way up. Your shoulders are in line with the wrists. You can go ahead and lower the knees if you like. Elbows drawing in, chest aiming forward. Pressing up for 2. Here's 3. And then tuck the toes here, lift the hips up and back. Start to walk the hands all the way back toward the feet. Soften the knees, so taking a little bend in the knees, roll it up to stand. Engage the abdominals, one vertebrae stacking on top of another. Roll, roll your shoulders up. Chin to your chest, peel back down. Take the hands all the way down, walk it all the way out until your shoulders are in line with your wrists. Option to lower the knees here. Elbows drawing in. Pressing up, head in line with the spine for 2. Here's 3. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Walk the hands all the way back toward the feet. Take a little bend in the knees. Roll it up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Shoulders roll back from here, go top. Chin to your chest, peel back down. Keep the knees soft. Take the hands all the way down to the floor. Walk it all the way out until the shoulders are in line with the wrist. Lower the knees. Remember, you can lower just 2 inches from here. You can lower down halfway, elbows hugging in or nose to your mat. Hands in line with the spine. From here, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Take the hands all the way back toward the feet, take a little bend in the knees here. And then roll it up, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Keep the knees soft. One more like that. Chin to your chest. Peel on down. Hands to the floor. Walk it all the way out. Make sure the shoulder blades are engaged actively onto your back. If you're lowering the knees, make sure you're one long line, crown of the head through the knees. Head in line with your spine. And then from here, we'll lift it up and back. Pedal the feet. And then go ahead and walk it all the way down. Hands in toward your feet. Soften the knees just a little here and roll it up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Shoulders roll back to the top, roll top. Grab a hold of your weights. Remember, you can always go without your weights, or you can grab a hold of something you have handy, soup cans or something else. Water bottles will work. Bring your feet sitting bone width apart, soften your knees here. Shrug your shoulders up by your ears, bring your shoulder blades onto your neck. Bring the arms out to shoulder height, slow lower. Exhale, slow lower. Nice, 4 more just like that. Last one. We're gonna circle in the air. So stabilizing through those shoulder blades, navel drawing to your spine, scooping your belly. Carving out that circle. Use your breath. 3 more here. Here's 2. Here's 1. Reverse the circle, navel drawing into your spine. Two more. Last one. From here, lowering down. We'll bring the arms in front. Go ahead and lower the right as you raise the left. Coming past the midline. Alternating here. Make sure you're not shrugging the shoulders. Make sure you're not elevating one, then the other. Make sure you're not side bending. Coming to a couple inches away from the thigh. 4 more here, nice and steady. Try not to rock side to side. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last 1. Try not to break at the wrist. We'll meet in the middle, bend the elbows. Reach the arms, line the shoulders, bring it in. Exhale, open out. Shoulder blades gliding onto your back here. Use your exhale. Nice, 5 more. 4, squeezing the glutes. 3. Woo, 2. Last one, bring your wrists together and squeeze for 2. Glue them together, little pulses up, small range for 10. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Okay, we're done. Release your weights. Take a little sip of water. We're going to come all the way back to the back of the mat. Shake it out a little. Soften your knees. Bring the feet sitting bone width apart. Scoop your belly. Pull the navel into the spine. Peel back down one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Take the hands down. Walk it all the way out. Shoulders in line with your wrists. You're welcome to lower the knees or for a little more challenge. Come forward to tippy toes. Elbows hugging in. Thighs actively engaged. Lower all the way on your belly. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders. We'll press it up and fold back. Bring your hips to your heels and around your spine. Walk it out to the right. Reach your hips over to the left. Breathing into that left side. Keep this nice and long. Make your way through center. Reach it over the left. Reach your hips to the right. Come back to the center. And we're going to swing it around. We have a seat here. Let's bring the feet so they're parallel, sitting bone width apart. Scoop your belly here. Draw your navel into your spine. Grow tall. Hands are going to come back behind the thighs. Take a breath in. As you exhale, curl the tail under and around your spine, rocking back your sitting bones. Inhale as you grow tall, lift it up to the crown of your head. Exhale, scoop and round. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, scoop. Chin comes toward your chest slightly. Crown of the head reaches to the ceiling. Exhale, scoop and around. From here, rise up, grow tall. We're going to hinge from the hips. Nice long spine. Rising up. Exhale, hinge. Keep the feet planted. Rock and release the arms. Your feet are going to feel a little bit lighter. See if you can keep them pressing down into the floor. Hinge. From here, we're going to bend the right elbow. Rotate, open out to the right. Sweep the arm around. Rotate left. Rotate right. Rotate left. One more each side. Rotate. Rotate left. Nice. Go ahead and slide the hands back behind the thighs. A little sip of water here if you like. And roll it down. Chin to your chest, one vertebrae at a time. Releasing all the way onto your back. Walk your feet in a bit here. Release your arms at your sides. Press the low back down and feel the hips up. Come into a bridge. From here, as you roll it down, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling through the spine. Low back presses down, hips peel away. Shin coming toward the chest. Hip points reaching toward the ceiling. And then as you roll down, lower down one vertebrae at a time. Here we go. Hips peel. Squeeze the glutes here. Get the stretch to the fronts of the hips. And then lower down one vertebrae at a time. Last one. Heel it up. You're going to hold at the top, squeezing those glutes. Small range, lower a little. Lift a little. Lower a little. Lift a little. Glutes are squeezing. Knees are reaching in toward the midline of the body. 4 more. 3, 2, Last one. And roll all the way down. We're going to come into some marching from here. So first take your hands to your lower belly, allow the back to arch. We're going to press the low back down and allow the pelvis to curl under. And then allow the back to arch. Press the low back down and tuck the pelvis. You're going to go through one more like that, and then we're going to find a neutral where you're not curling and you're not overarching the back. And then from here, lift the right foot away. So you should feel that lower belly engage, and then the left foot. Try and keep that 90-degree angle of the leg, right foot lifts. Nice, and then the left. Coming into some marching. One more each side. On this last one, left leg stays, right leg lifts. This time, lower the right toes to a hover, lift up. Keep this 90-degree angle of the leg. You're moving from the hip joint. Don't let the back overarch. Don't let the leg extend. So you're keeping that 90-degree bend at the knee. Moving from your hip joint, right toes, slow lift, belly is engaged. Slow lift. One more right and left. The next time the left foot lifts up, glue the inner thighs together, come down halfway, and peel up, relax the shoulders. Halfway. Don't move from your knee, move from your hip. Keep that 90-degree angle of the legs. Two more. Halfway down, low belly should feel engaged. Last one, right here. Knees over the hips, arms to the sides like you. Press weight into the shoulder blades, over to the right. Slow center. Over to the left. Keep that opposite shoulder blade actively pressing down into the floor from here. Navel drawing to your spine. Keep that 90-degree angle of the legs. Coming into those obliques, back to the right. Center, over to the left. And slow center. Using those obliques, side waist muscles should be engaged here. Up and over to the left. One more each side. Breathe. Back to center. Up and over to the left. We'll come back to the center. Take the feet back down to the floor one at a time. Slide the hands back behind the head, elbows are wide. Sink your navel to your spine. And lift. And lift a little higher from here. Slow lower. Rising up. Lift a little higher. And slow lower. Keep the elbows wide here. Navel sinking to your spine. Try not to tense up the head, neck, and shoulders. Rising up. Use your exhale. Lift. Slow lower. Rise. Rise up a little higher. Slow lower. One more just like that. Lift up. Up a little higher. We're going to come into a rotation on this next one. Lift it. Rotate right. Elbows wide. Center. Rotate left. Center. Lift up in the middle right here. Lower all the way back down. Exhale. Peel. Rotate right. Center. Rotate left. Center. Lift up in the middle. Lower down. Exhale, lift. Hips the shoulder blades. Rotate. Rotate. And lift to the middle. And lower down. Exhale, lift. Two more sets. Here we go. Rotate. And center. Rotate. We're going to do one more from here. Lowering down. Rise. Rotate right. Center. Rotate left. We're going to come back to the middle. Lift up. Take the hands back behind the thighs. Sink your navel to your spine. Lift a little higher. Little pulses right here. Lifting up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay here. Reach the arms. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your knees a hug. Little circles. Release that low back down into the floor. Take your head side to side. Lower the feet down one at a time. We're going to set up for table position. Releasing the right foot and then the left foot. Bring the knees directly in line with the hips. Reach the arms to shoulder height. Float the arms up overhead. Drop the rib cage down. Nod your chin to your chest. Slow lower. Prep for 100. Exhale. Nod your chin to your chest. One more. We're going to hold this one at the top and start to pump the arms. So you're inhaling for 5 and exhaling for 5. Stay here. If this is too much in the head, neck, and shoulders, lowering your upper body down. Stay here or lengthen the legs up toward the ceiling. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Stay here or lower the legs for 45 degrees. Arms are pumping, navel sinking to the spine, engaging those triceps. Stay here or slow lift. Exhale, slow lower. Slow lift. Squeeze the inner thighs. Slow lower. Slow lift, pumping the arms. Slow lower. Last one. Hold this one. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. Use your chest. Rock it out nice and easy. And then bring the hands back behind the thighs. Roll along the spine. We'll come up to a seat. We're going to find that C-shaped curve. C-shaped curve through the lower back. Scoop your belly. Rock back to the sitting bones. Lifting one foot and then the other away. From here, rock back just a little. Rock up and down. Navel to spine, rock back just a little. Rock up and down. One more like that. Navel to spine, rock it back a little. And rock it up a little. Nice. From here, rock along your spine. Use your exhale. Hold at the top. Don't let those toes touch. Use your breath. And hold at the top. Exhale. And hold at the top. You're welcome to stick with this or come a little tighter into your ball. Grabbing, holding the ankles here, bringing your knees to your forehead. Try and balance at the top. Try not to let those toes touch down. One more like that. Rolling like a ball. And then we'll lengthen the spine. Lengthen the right leg. Lengthen the left leg. Squeeze the inner thighs. Extend the spine. Reach the arms. And we'll lower down. Little sip of water. Hands back behind the thighs. Lower all the way down. This time, lengthen the legs. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take your hands, make two L's. Find your low rib cage with the thumbs. Find the top of your pelvis with your index fingers here. Dropping your rib cage for the pelvis, squeeze the inner thighs. Float the arms up. Drop the rib cage down, float the arms up overhead. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Exhale. Nodding the chin to the chest. Heel, 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 heel. Reach out and over the toes. And then as you heel back down, squeeze your belly. Let the low back easy. Lower down. One rib at a time. Float the arms up overhead. Drop the rib cage down. Exhale. Nod the chin to the chest and around the side. Begin to roll up. Reach out and over the toes. Nice. Curl the tail under around your spine. Scoop your belly. Squeeze those inner thighs. So legs are actively engaged. The arms float up. The rib cage drops down. And then use your exhalation, use your breath to go all the way back up. Make sure those legs are really actively engaged. So squeeze the glutes here, squeeze the inner thighs, hugging in toward the midline to activate the legs. Keep the whole lower body engaged as you breathe and heel up. Let's do two more, just for the fun of it, shall we? We shall. Breathe, breathe, breathe all the way through that sticking point. Last one, we're going to hold at the top. Rib cage drops down, arms float up overhead, squeezing in our thighs, peel it up. And we'll reach for your toes. Take a stretch. And then sitting up tall, rock the extra flesh away from your sitting bones. Sip of water if you like here. Bring your hands to your low back. Make sure you just inward curve the spine. And you're lengthening up through the crown of the head. So if not, you may need to take a bend in the knees or elevate the hips here or both. We're going to grab the foot of your weights. You're going to reach the arms out to the sides like a T and then bend the elbows in, scoop your belly, rotate, right. Slow center, roll top, rotating to your left. Make sure you're lengthening up through the crown of the head. You're not leading with that elbow. Rotation is coming from the sideways. Rotate left. Inhale, roll top. Exhale, rotate. Back to the center. Rotate to your left. From here, you can extend the arms. Take a little bend in the elbows. Rotate right. Try to keep your arms to your sides like a T. Make sure you're not leading with the arms. Use that exhale coming into that rotation. Rotate back to the left. One more each side. Rotate. Exhale, rotate. And rotate back to your left. Nice. Release back to center. We'll release the weights here. Slide forward on your mat a little. Curl the tail under. Bring that T-shaped curve to the low back. From here, rock back to the sitting bones. Drop the knees open. Extend that right leg. Extend the left leg. Extend the right leg in. Extend the left knee in. Extend the left leg. Extend the right. Bend the left knee in. Bend the right. This time both legs together. Extend. And bend. Extend. And bend. One more. We'll hold this one. Scoop your belly. Nice, guys. Hands to the thighs or to the calves. Squeezing your thighs. Slow open. Just the width of your mat. Squeezing your thighs. Slow open. So tail's tucked under. Top of the spine is long. Two more like that. Scoop the belly. Nice. Last one. You're welcome to hold here. Drawing the navel into the spine. Continue a second set or rock along the spine. Rise up. Draw the collarbones. Tuck the tail under. Make sure that it's the navel drawing toward the spine that helps initiate you. You're not using momentum here and rocking those legs back. Because then you know what? You won't be able to get up. I see you. Even if your screen's not turned on, I see you. Two more. Exhale. We're going to add on from here because I thought it'd be fun. Rock it up. Flex the feet. Reach to the heels. Lower down. And then scoop your belly. Reach forward. Inhale, row top. Take the legs back to meet the hands. Rock along the spine. Rise up top. Flex the feet. Slow lower. Use those hip flexors. And then curl the tail under, but reach forward. Spine stretch forward. From here, inhale, lengthen. Reach up. Use your exhale. Flex the feet. Slow release. Like there's a hook around your waist, drawing your waist back as you reach forward. Last one. Nice. We're going to hold this last one. Slow lower. Reach out and over the toes. Grow top. From here, reach the leg out a little bit wider. Take the arms to the sides. Take a breath in. Exhale, rotate right. Reach. Reach a little further. Inhale, grow top. Rotate left. Reach out. Reach a little further. Grow tall. If you need to, a little bend in the knees. Otherwise, straight legs. Really flex those feet. Imagine you're pressing your feet into a wall ahead of you. Reach out. You're sawing off that opposite pinky toe. Both sitting bones grounding down into the floor. Saw. Grow tall. Reach. 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 Inhale. One more each side. Rotate. Reach up. Inhale, grow tall, and rotate. And grow tall. From here, reach the arms back in, reach the legs back in. Hands are going to come back behind this right thigh, lower onto your back from here. We'll interlace the fingers up underneath this knee. Scooping your belly, take the left leg long. Lower down to 45 degrees, nod the chin to the chest, tips the shoulder blades lift, and switch. And switch. That bringing that knee right over top of the head as that other leg reaches and extends. If this is too much on the upper body, you can lower the upper body down. Or bringing a ball or a rolled blanket behind your head for support. Single leg. One more set. We're going to go right into doubles. From here, bend both knees. Reach out and wrap it in. And reach out through the arms and legs. Squeezing your thighs, wrap it in. Two more. Reaching out, lengthen. Last one. The hands are going to come back behind the thigh. From here, it's a double pull, like scissor, double pull. If you're more flexible, hands can come up to the calf. Let them scissor in between each time. Hugging the midline here, let them brush. And brush. Nice, and brush. Remember, bringing the leg to you, not yourself up to the leg. Last set. And we're going to come into double straight leg from here, hands back behind the head. Elbows wide, navel to spine, squeezing our thighs. Slow lower. Slow left, slow it down. Slow lower, elbows wide. Slow left. Stay here or lower the upper body down if this feels like too much. Last one. From here, bend the right knee. Rotate right, lengthen that left leg back to center. Rotate left. Elbows are wide. You're hugging in toward the midline. Squeeze. Rotate. Elbows wide. Rotate. Slow center. Rotate. Keep the navel sinking to the spine here. Nice. One more set. Coming into those obliques. We can do this. Woo! Lower down. Take the hands to the knees. Take a little circle here. Release your low back. Release it the other way. We'll take the feet to the floor. Walk them in comfortably toward the rear. release your arms to your sides. Shin comes toward your chest, press your low back down, heel the hips away. Keep your hips lifted. Extend through this right leg here. Flex the foot, reach away. Point, swing it up. Flex and reach. Point and swing. Keep those hips lifted, lifted, lifted the whole time. Use your exhale. Don't let the leg lower with the hip lower with the leg. Last one. Keep it up there, bend the knee, take the foot to the floor, and roll down through your spine. Take a breath. And then press your low back down, peel the hips up, chin coming toward your chest. A little bit of adducting here, press down through that right foot, lengthen the left leg, flex and reach. Point and swing, flex and reach. Point and swing. Reach away, like you're lengthening toward that opposite wall. Nice, 2 more, press down through that right foot, reach. Last one, we're gonna point it up, bend the knee in, take the foot to the floor, roll it on down. Walk your feet out to the edges of the mat, drop your knees in toward the center. Just take a moment, drop your knees to the right, to the left, neutralize a bit. Nice, from here, extend the legs long. We'll reach the arms up overhead. Take this stretch from your fingers to your toes. Bending the knees in one at a time, roll onto your side. And press your way up to a seat. Nice, we're gonna readjust the legs a bit here. So bringing the thighs in together and then sitting up nice and tall so both sides of the waist are long. From here, you're gonna reach away from the feet to begin, lengthen, and then crunch in toward your toes. Reach away from the feet and crunch in. 2 more like this. So as that hand lowers down, it's coming forward to the shoulder. 1 more. Now you're welcome to stay here, working on this, or taking this up a notch, bring the hand down, flex the feet here, press into the floor, lift the hips high. As you lower, bend the knees. Shoulder stacks over the wrist as you squeeze in your thighs and straighten through those legs. 2 more. Exhale, side plank. Reach. Last one. And lower it down. From here, swing the legs around to the other side. Sit up nice and tall, keeping both sides of the waist long. Reaching up through the crown of the head, reach away from the feet first. And then crunching in. Away from the feet first. And crunching in. Nice, 2 more. Getting this nice stretch of the side. Last one, you're welcome to stay with this, or from here, press down into your hand, flex the feet, squeeze the inner thighs together, find that lift of the hips, slow lower, up, knees bend. Reach, squeeze the inner thighs, 1 foot slightly forward to the other. Nice, 2 more. Stack your shoulder over your wrist, shoulder blade actively onto your back here. Last one. Exhale, press, squeeze those inner thighs. Slow lower. From here, we'll separate the knees apart. Round your spine, bring your hips toward your heels. Take a little breathing. Let the chest collapse between the thighs. Soften your face. And we'll come out, take a little sip of water here. From here, we're going to set up by coming onto hands and knees. Now you're welcome to, if you have a ball, grab your ball and bring it back behind the knee, or you can take your weight and bring it back behind the knee here. Give it a squeeze, foot in toward your ear. Scoop your belly here. Stack your shoulders over the wrists, hips and knees. We're gonna lift, come to a hover. Lift, come to a hover. Imagine you're pressing a button on the ceiling with that right big toe. Press and hover. Press and hover. Use your exhale. Try not to rock side to side. Keeping this nice and controlled. 3 more. Use your exhale. 2. Last one. Hold it up there, and it's a pulse. 2, 3, 4. Nice. From here, we're coming back behind this knee, and then out to the side. Keep this slow and controlled, so you're not using your momentum. It's So it's like a curtsy squat and then out to the side. Back behind the knee. Use your exhale as you bring it to the side. Use your exhale, 4 more. This is it, guys, 3. Lift. Try not to hike that hip. It's not a real big lift to the hip. On this last one, we're gonna hold. Little pulses, small range, little lifts up. Nice. From here, we're going to draw a circle in the air with that knee. 3 more, all the way out and around. Trying to keep the rest of the body stabilizing. Last one here. And then reversing that circle all the way out and around. Use your exhale. Last one. And lower it down. Release the weight. Take your hips for your heels. Take a little breather here. Let it go. We're going to come back on your hands and knees. So if you use your weight on the other side, bring it back behind this left knee. Squeeze the foot into the rear. Scoop the belly. Make sure you're all lined up. We're going to lift. Come to a hover. Inch away. Lift and hover. Lift and hover. Nice. Try not to change the shape of the pelvis. Bring that leg more or less parallel. Use your exhale. Two more here. Last one, and it's a small range, little pulses. And then we're going to bring it back behind the knee. And from here, out to the side, back behind the knee. And lift. Use your exhale.
You say you love me, I say you're crazy. When nothing more than friends. You're not my lover, more like a brother. I know you wish we were like 10. Yeah, don't mess it up.
2 more sets. Last one, keep it up here. Small range. Up, 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 up. And we're gonna circle. Big hip circles here. And we're gonna reverse that circle all the way out and around. Like you're tracing a circle in the air with that knee. 2 more. And release. Release your weight here. Sink your hips to your heels, round your spine, rest the forehead on the mat. Take a little breather. And we'll come on up. Come on to the knees or have a seat if this is uncomfortable. And just bring the backs of the hands together. We'll do some circles here, opening up the wrists. Releasing that should feel nice. Ooh. And we'll reverse the circle. Backs of the hands together. Okay, let's come on to our belly and roll onto your side. And we're going to line up with the back of your mat here, stack the hips. You can extend the arm or you can bend this elbow and make a little cushion for your head here. Other hand is in front for balance, hips are stacked, navel drawing to your spine, point up. Flex, resist down. Make sure that leg is parallel. Knee and toes are pointing forward. You're reaching through the heel. Two more. Reach through the heel, last one. We're gonna add on from here, we're gonna lift the bottom leg to meet it, slow lower both. Lift, squeeze the inner thighs. For 3. Make sure those hips are stacked. Think of lengthening toward that opposite wall here. Squeeze, bottom is the top. Lengthening toward that other wall, 2 more. Last one, we're gonna keep it up here, beat it bottom to top. And then glue them together, slow lower, slow left, slow lower, slow left. Try and keep your hips stacked. 2 more. Last one, it's a small range, little pulses. And lower that bottom leg. We're gonna carve out a circle in the air with that big toe. All the way out and around, try and keep the hips still. Last one. We're reversing that circle, so coming in the opposite direction, navel drawing to your spine here, scoop your belly. Last one, reach it back, we'll bend the knee. Release, bend this other knee, stack your hips. We're gonna come into clamshell, so make sure this top hip stays stacked on the bottom. It's not a real big range, so we're just gonna open and close. For 2. Last one, it's a pulse, small range. Second set, elevate those feet, open and close. 2 more. And pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, we're gonna tap and tap. Just the top leg, tap the toes, tap the knee. Should feel it right there. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Let it go. Woo. We're gonna roll onto the belly here. Stack one hand on top of the other. Shimmy the hips. Rest the head, the forehead on the back of the hand. Shimmy the hips side to side, releasing tension in the low back. We'll slide the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up, pull back, foot to your heels. Oh. And we're gonna swing it around so you can stay facing me, swing your legs in that opposite direction. And stack the hips here. You can either extend this arm long or bend the elbow here. Draw your navel into your spine, scoop your belly. This hand is in front for balance. We're gonna point up, flex, resist on the way back down. So bringing the knee and toes so they point forward. Hips stay stacked throughout. Reach for the heels, slow lower. Use your breath. Nice, slow it down, make this count. Extending like you're lengthening toward that opposite wall. 3 more. Reach through the heel. Here's 2. Flex the foot, activate that leg. Last one. We're gonna add on from here. So we're gonna lift, lift. Slow lower both legs. Lift, lift, squeeze those inner thighs. See if you can do this without tensing up the upper body. So try and keep the head and neck relaxed. Bottom comes to meet the top, squeeze. 4 more. Lengthen as you reach. 3, 2. Last one, beat it bottom to top. Nice. From here, we're gonna take both together, both lift, both lower. For 2, 3, 4. Like a mermaid's tail. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze your glutes. 2 more. Last one. It's a pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the bottom leg. I'm gonna carve out a circle using that top leg. Keep your hips still. Try not to move your upper body. This is where the work is coming in. You're isolating that leg in the hip joint here. Use your exhale. 4 more. 3. Try and carve out that circle all the way back around, not just back to the midline. 2. Last one. And then we're going to reverse this. So coming in the opposite direction, come all the way back behind you and around. Back behind you, use those glutes. Even the seat great glute. Woo, 4 more. 3, 2. On our last one, bring it back behind you, bend this knee. Stretch that quad, breathe. We're gonna bend the bottom knee, stack your hips here. Feet are in line with the sitting bones. Hips are stacked, open, close for 2, 3. Last one, it's a pulse. Elevate the hips, second set, lift. Two more, and a pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up there. We're gonna tap, 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 tap. For 3. Almost there, guys. I'm not lying. 5 more. Woo, last one. And let it go. Woo, lengthen that bottom leg. Take a little rub of that top hip and thigh. We'll lengthen the legs here. Roll out into your belly. Just stacking the other hand on top here. Just shimmy the hips side to side. Nice. Before we wrap it up today, slide the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to rise up into a little back extension. Tailbone lengthening toward the floor and lift the chest. Slow lower, squeezing those glutes. Slow peeling up, making sure you're not just using your hands here. Shoulders roll back, slow lower. Chest peels away, wrap the elbows in. Lift the chest. And back of the neck is long, lowering down, squeeze those glutes. Last one, exhale. Looking down so you're not breaking at the neck here. Lowering down this time, arms at your sides. Shoulders roll back, lift the chest. Lift a little higher if you're able, keep squeezing those glutes. Slow lower. And squeeze the glutes. Rise. Shoulders roll back, lift the chest a little higher if you're able. Slow lower, 2 more. Back of the neck is long, lift. Use that whole back body to help you lift. Last one, rising up. And lower. Look over your right shoulder, shimmy your hips. Look over your left shoulder. Let the heels fall apart here, big toes come together. We'll take the hands underneath the shoulders. Pressing up, fold back, twist your heels around your spine. Let the forehead rest. Walk this back out to the right. Press into your hands, reach the hips over the left. Back through center. Over to the left. And we'll come on up and lower down onto your back. If you have a shirt or a sweatshirt here, you're welcome to take it, maybe rolling it and bringing it back behind the split. You can also just use your hands here. You can use a belt or sort of whatever you have handy. You can stay here with this knee bent in, or you can lengthen that left leg long. And then kind of choke your hands up your strap or your sweatshirt. Hold here, take a breath. As you exhale, we'll take it into the right hand. Use this left hand to gently press this hip down. Breathe into this opening for the hips. If you've got a wall by you, you can use the wall. And then we'll come back to the middle, just lowering about a third of the way. Oh yeah, breathe into that right there. Switch hands, and then stay here or lower down further, maybe all the way. Look over that right shoulder, breathe. Bring it back to the middle. Draw your forehead towards your knee, peel your upper body away, and then we'll switch. We'll bring the left leg here to the right. So if you've got your t-shirt, you can roll it, bring it back behind the foot. Use your sweatshirt. You can use a strap if you have one, or a belt. We'll break here, we'll take a breath and open it out to the left. You can use this right hand and gently press the right hip down, breathe. And then we're gonna come back to the middle. Take it into your right hand, take it about a third of the way across, and just breathe right there. And then from here, lowering all the way as far as feels comfortable, look over that left shoulder, breathe. We'll bring it back to the midline. Move your upper body away, forehead toward your knee. And lower all the way down here. And extend the legs long onto your mat. Let them drop open here, arms are at your sides. A little bit away from the body, the palms will come to face up. Take a breath in. On your exhale, send it all the way down to your toes. And then working your way up, starting at your feet. And relaxing your way up to your